creepy stalker. My name is Mia and I belong to Liverpool. My family consists of only me and my parents. When I was 8 years old, due to my father's job, we had to shift from Liverpool, UK City to America. And honestly, I was super excited to go there. My life in America was quite happening. I had a lot of friends, I used to play sports, and basketball was my favorite sport. And I also did a lot of other activities. Everything was good there. It had been 5 years and I was in a standard situation, but then I had to shift to UK's city Liverpool again. And this time I was unhappy, not because I did not like coming back, but leaving all my friends. Behind was the main reason that I was sad. I was only 13 at that time and we had come back to Poon, even though I was in America only for 5 years, but still it was a big change for me. Everything here was different and new for me. I also loved my friends a lot. I used to miss them, but I had to accept the reality and now I had to adjust here again. Everything has changed there in these 5 years. I was very young when I shifted from here, but still I remembered a little how everything used to look. A lot of changes had taken place in our society. It was looking like a whole different place. But the thing that caught my attention was, the first thing I noticed was that there was a basketball court near our society. And I was very happy about that new change. There was something going good for me. There was still some time left for my school admission, and I had nothing else to do, so my whole day was spent in the house like this. And I was getting bored. I wanted to go out to play and make some friends, but I was just too shy, but I couldn't sit at home and get bored the whole day. That's why one day I decided to visit the basketball court, which is near our society. I went there in the evening and there were many children playing there who were probably of my age, and I was super happy seeing them. I went and sat on the bench nearby and started watching their match. As soon as one of their rounds was over, I asked them, "Can I play with you guys?" And just like this, I made so many friends in just one day. We kept playing basketball for a long time, and everyone there was very impressed with my game. Although everyone had become my friend there, but there were 3 people who very quickly became my best friends, Aliisa, Lucy, and George. We used to go to play basketball every evening, but we did not play there. Later in the evening, the older kids of our society used to come there to play. Also, they were all college-going students and were in their early 20s. That is why we had to obey them even if we did not want to, but instead. After going home, we used to sit there and watch their game, due to which we all became quite frank with them, and sometimes they used to call some of us to play with them, and at that time it was quite a pleasure for us. It used to be a big thing because it basically means that you are one of the good players. By this time, I had also got admission in the school, and because of playing in the society, my game had improved so much that within a short time, I was one of the best players in my school. I became the captain of the basketball team. After that, one boy from that adult group of basketball players always invited me to play with him, and I always said him brother, so that I would not feel uncomfortable being alone there, and said my friends could also join him. I was just too happy with it, and to be, honestly, my 13-year-old self never felt uncomfortable around them, nor did I ever feel them as a threat. But I guess this is where I made the biggest mistake of all of us. Well, we used to connect with Instagrams. But whenever it happened, it was either normal talk or basketball related, and I didn't think about it a lot, but gradually his texts were getting weird. He used to call me his younger sister, and even I used to see him as brother, but his messages and comments were completely out of this context, and it was common hearing things from him like this, that this outfit suits you. I feel like you should come out a little sooner, I'm missing you. Whenever we played basketball, he used to pass the ball to me, and sometimes he used to circle around me to take the ball. Once we were playing basketball, I got trapped and my ankle got hurt. So I went and sat on the bench on the side. Then he came there with bandages and a pain relief spray. I told him that I will apply it myself. He insisted that he would do it and asked me to just relax. I removed my shoes and showed him where my injury was. He spread my ankle and started putting the bandages. Everything was normal till then, but after that he started stroking my leg, and he also started scratching my thighs just to check whether he was hurting me somewhere else. I felt very uncomfortable. I was about to get up, but then George, my friend, came there, after which he stopped whatever he was doing and just tied the bandages and left from there, and I just sat there and thinking why this happened to me. One day, only after our game was over, Hay asked me, "I am going to the nearby shop. Do you also want to come with me? I will also buy you something." After thinking a little, I said yes because the shop owner knew me, and it cannot be that he does that in front of everyone. I was confident that I can defend myself, and as a dumb kid, I was just happy to get free stuff as well. I kept walking by, maintaining a safe distance from him, and to my surprise, he also did not talk to me. It seemed that this is not the same person who sends me such creepy messages. We reached there, and he bought cold drinks for both of us, and he asked me, "Will you come with me to the refuge area?" And with this question, my first misconception was that he was innocent, that vanished into thin air. The thing with the refugee area is that from there we had a very beautiful view of No Doubt City, but it does not have the best reputation. It was a completely seceded area, different from the city. You can imagine how people would like to go there. After hearing this, their intentions were clear to me, and my palms started getting sweaty. I was not able to understand what to answer. Then I told him that my parents won't let me go there, and I just ran from there with the excuse of going home. I felt his eyes on my back when I was going from there, and as soon as I was out of his side, I ran towards my house. Even after reaching my home, my heart started bouncing like crazy. I didn't tell anyone about this incident. I was not going to play basketball now. I just couldn't find the strength to face that person again. Everyone was asking me, why am I not coming to play, and I was just avoiding them by making the excuse of fever. Even my family started noticing that something had happened, but even after they asked many times, I just assured them that I am fine. Even after refusing, that boy was constantly messaging me saying, "I am missing you. Why don't you come to play?" And after ignoring for many days, I finally decided to tell my friends everything. So I invited Elisa and Lucy to my house, and I told them everything that was happening to me from the past few days. And the shocking thing was that after hearing all this, they told me that all this had happened with them too, and with many girls in the school too. The same thing happened by that creepy boy, same behavior. He was texting so many girls at the same time who were much younger than him. But as soon as his messages started getting weird, everyone blocked him, something which I failed to do. Both of them got very angry at me, for which I'm very glad they gave me a reality check that I was just being too nice with him, and not everyone deserves that kind of niceness. And I shouldn't trust anyone so easily. But I needed to listen very much. I blocked that boy in front of both of them, and after that I avoided playing with him as well. I told all the other brothers and friends about him, and they also refused to let not play with them. Everything was going good, and after some time, I had to shift somewhere else in America for 2 years. When I came back after 2 years in the same area, one news came out that someone from my society was arrested. He was sexually harassing a 7-year-old child, that too in the refugee area. Then all the evidence was clear. What happened to that little girl today probably could have happened to me too if I had not refused to go to the refuge area. I would have felt very bad even thinking about that child. At such a young age, one has to face something so strange. I got a lot of life lessons from this incident. And the most well-known one was do not trust anyone and everyone. I have trust issues. But I guess in today's time, that also is very important. And to all the teenagers out there, you never know someone's true intentions. Or so never trust anyone. And if you ever find yourself in such situations, and you are not responsible and capable enough to handle the situation, then ask for someone's help before it is too late. And with that, today's story ends here. See you in next video, guys.